Dude, this chemical explosion in Ohio really isn't being talked about. I was listening to the Daily today expecting to hear about that. They didn't mention it, not even more headlines. Why are they not mentioning it?
I mean, it's not like it's a total blackout. Obviously, there are stories about it, but for like it's being downplayed.
In Ohio, there was a train crash or something happened with the train that was transporting vinyl chloride, which is like an extremely toxic chemical.
Yeah,
these are toxic clouds, and I'm no scientist, but I think I was reading that everybody who basically can even see these clouds is likely a super high risk of getting cancer. Okay, let me just watch the damn video then.
These aren't storm clouds. This is the shit that they burn off, the shit they burn off in East Palestine. This is not storm clouds.
So apparently they're trying to burn all the chemicals that leaked, which is like also insane. I mean, I don't know what to do with that shit.
Look at it. This is over Darlington.
I appreciate that he's sharing this, but I also feel like he needs to get the f out of there.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Listening to the dog barking is what's making me like, ugh, get the dog out of there.
They're about to go hunt down those dogs like Chernobyl.
You greedy motherfuckers. Impatient
right.
bitches. You could have waited. You could have cooled the tanks.
That's right.
You could have transferred the contents. You didn't have to do this. You did it because of time and money.
That's right.
Right. So
that's exactly why you did
what
it.
I've been hearing, which I don't know enough about it. So.
Oh my God, that is a huge train wreck.
Yeah, it was a massive train, and apparently I was reading this morning that it was not properly balanced, which is what can cause this to happen. There's
Dude, the level of
weight.
incompetency is insane.
You recall just a few months ago, they were negotiating a contract, the rail workers unions, and our boy Biden, Sleepy Joe, basically forced them to accept a contract.
And Joe Biden said, well, tough it out. You guys got to go back to work because we need that vinyl. I think Joe Biden needs to go there and breathe that air for a week. Seriously. Seriously.
Yeah.
He needs to go just filter it through his lungs for a good long time. What a disaster. Look at every car of that bitch. How does a train derail that bad, like in this day and age? Breathing in high levels of vinyl chloride can make someone pass out or die if they don't get fresh air, and has been linked to an increased risk of cancer in the liver, brain, lungs, and blood. Officials warned the controlled burn would send phosgene and hydrogen chloride into the air. Phosgene is a highly toxic, colorless gas with a strong odor that can cause vomiting and breathing trouble, and was used as a weapon in World War I.
Why is that making you laugh?
It's so insane. It's insane.
Yeah, no,
this is nuts. Like, the incompetency, the negligence. It's so disgusting.
It's gross. It's gross.
We got to bring this story to the world, dude, because nobody's talking about it, and H3 Podcast is.
Rail workers warned us about disaster like this. I heard firsthand months ago about the corporate practice of precision scheduled railroading.
Precision scheduled railroading is shorter staff, longer hours,
7 weeks
longer
before,
trains, less safety, less maintenance. Do I have all that right?
Oh, you got it all right. I mean, a lot of...
There we go. We save ourselves $10,000 a month. Now, the federal government going to spend about $10 trillion, but it ain't come out of my pocket, boy.
Rail workers tried to strike over this stuff, but were stopped by Congress. A few weeks later, and here we are. Several Norfolk Southern cars of toxic, highly volatile chemicals exploded fantastically in the tiny town of East Palestine, Ohio, 20 miles from where I grew up. So I met Clyde in East Palestine to ask him about it.
It looks like a faulty bearing caused a catastrophic derailment. These railroads are turning profits hand over fist. They've cut their workforce to bare bones, and now they're paying the price for it because the wheels are falling off the train, basically.
So I went to a press conference with Norfolk Southern and Ohio Governor Mike DeWine to ask them about this.
What could precision scheduled railroad have to do with the axle failure that caused the derailment?
Who is this guy? Shout out.
This guy here is in charge of the derailment.
Why does he look exactly like I thought he would?
You see, Wall Street owns Norfolk Southern. 74% of shares are owned by a who's who of infamous hedge funds. And this is the business model that they demand. Profit at any cost. And disaster like this is simply a cost of doing business. They cut everything, make all the money, and pay off disasters in tiny flyover towns from the profit. But instead of answering for any of that, they're betting that the corporate media, under the same pressure for extreme profit as railroads, will only ask questions about how much cancer people will get and not why this preventable disaster happened.
So gross. So gross, dude. Let's see. Professor of chemistry at Carnegie University said this: vinyl chloride is bad. There is a comma. There is
And
a
I've
comma.
always said that.
Says vinyl chloride is bad. Dioxins are worse as carcinogens, and that comes from burning. I love that. Well, the worst thing you could do is set it on fire. Let's set it on fire. Farmers and animal owners have reported their animals are falling ill very quickly. Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard, just shut down, and he had liquid diarrhea and just went very fast. That's encouraging.
That's very terrifying.
That was a man talking about his foxes.
His foxes?
His foxes?
Oh,
His fox.
sad.
Yo, we got to get, what do we do? How can we help these people? Scattered reports of dead animals well outside the original evacuation zone continue to stoke fear.
What do we do?
Nightmare, eh?
Yeah, the thing is like this is so far beyond like, oh, let's donate and fundraise, because they probably poison that whole area for the next like 150 years. You know what I mean? Like this is.
But those people need to get the out of there. I mean,
some people can't.
I don't know if there's
That's always the problem. It's like, what do you?
I don't even know if there is a place for us to donate to, or if anything's even been set up at this point. Let's see. Oh, that looks gnarly. It's in the water. I love that. Jeez, dude. That's what it looks like when they set it on fire. Fuck that. And of course, the poor people always get screwed. This, I'm sure, is like not a wealthy place, you know, some small town in Ohio. These people cannot afford to relocate.
The residents of this town, coincidentally, were used as extras in the disaster scenes in that movie. So they acted in a movie where basically this happened just a year or two ago. I'm saying they use people in this town in Ohio as extras in a movie about a train derailment. Weird. It is very weird.
Welcome everybody to Palestine. Just like the one in the Middle East, it's on fire.
Long live Palestine, Ohio, baby.
Bomb Palestine, Ohio. That's crazy, AB, that you just said that.
I said long live.
Yeah, I don't think he said bomb.
I said long live.
I think you somehow managed to.
I said long live Palestine, Ohio.
Ohio.
Oh, no.
Play the damn song. Chestnuts roasting over vinyl fluid. Don't you eat those chestnuts or you'll get cancer.